cannot sleep tonight.
Alrighty, let's get this party started. Albeit, the music a little quieter. So, with everything else now ready to go, I've already did some preparation. Already pretty much recycled a lot of code from the previous application, but more importantly, the fact that we're going to be able to reuse a lot of it is going to be muy importante. Очень важно. So what we're probably going to be looking at is immediately listing out what new products and services and seeing if we can list it out better. And on top of listing out the products and services in a more reasonable way, going to be needing a place to go ahead and play around with those products and services. So let's jump over to planning. So, e-commerce and SAS. Commerce. Apparently I can't type today. Approved products and services. And services. Products. So something I'm going to need to look into is affiliates. And I will also need administrative product management, administrative service management. So, and let's see. What are we looking at? Kind of also want to work on a forum sooner rather than later, so I'm going to put that high on my list. Forum. Inter-user chat. Alright, those are some very basic important things that I will need to build out. No getting around that at all. Okay. Let's see, what else? And what I do know is that it's under fan content, which amounts to create entire systems. Cannot put it behind a paywall. Affiliate. Yeah. Da, говорю по-английски. So I have to go through an authorized distributor. Aha. Alright, so what I need to do is identify a distributor. So, ideally, we're going to enlist is CSV JSON So. Want to understand. Alright. So things like Beyond, D&D Beyond, they limit the amount of character sheets you have. I think it's like 3, 4, or 6. Limited characters. The campaigns. So, those would be a couple of things. PHP artist. The artisan. Create migration. Oh, make migration. Migration. Alright, so now that we have that, so we're going to need to jump over to D20, jump over to database. We're going to need migrations. So we can see. All right. So. All right. So we're not going to need any of that. So it's the binary that I'm going to need. All right. And we're also going to be needing probably a history. Or, no, version. Then we're going to need one for campaigns. Then we're also going to need one to store images. Then it could just be strictly an association. We're going to need that. At minimum, we're going to need to break that up. Nope. Break that out. And I can update campaign with other information. So, regards to the service page, limited campaigns, characters, limited images. We're going to need a dice roller. All right. Let's see. So, once we go ahead and have that, make model. There we go. npm run watch JS. Have that run in the background. Let's see. That's something I'll need to figure out, but not right now. In regards to this site, Bootstrap li. This group list group item. Got it. Close, close. There we go. So we're going to need to be showing the tabs. And we can always have a That's something I will need, for sure. Yes! I am a live DJ design. I've been kind of a little depressed the last couple of weeks, so... I mean, sometimes when I get depressed, I become a bit of a recluse, but when I get really sad, I just bury my head. Like, just the other day, I did not realize how much of a recluse I was until one of my friends like reached out to me saying, "Dude, where have you been? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, I need to reach out more." Nice shark dance. I think that comes native with Stream Elements. Yeah, that's one of them. I thought I did really well on a couple of interviews, and they came back, and one side they're like, "You are clearly so amazing, but we're worried we're going to get bored," and the other one was, I think you need more experience," and I'm like, "What?" And the crazy thing is, the one that pays more is the one's like, "You are clearly amazing. I think you'll get bored." So I'm like, how? So, but no, it's just one of those things of sometimes, you know how people can be a little too harsh on themselves? Yeah, that's me. So. At least they told you something. I hate when they say, "not a good fit." I completely agree. It's never a good feeling when they say nothing to help you become a more well-rounded developer. Bootstrap. But eventually, you have to get back on the horse. Can't just be sad and mope around forever. Well, I guess technically you can, it's just not wise. Take your anger out on the code. Well, I've been kind of also toying around with a possibly fun idea in the last few days. Kind of as a way to kind of reorient myself and kind of give myself a new project while I'm waiting on additional feedback on my Zing Radio project. I've gotten a lot of really useful feedback, but always need more. And one of my friends, he's also been a little bit on the depressed side as well, so it's kind of hard. So, meh. So, it's just one of those things when it rains, it pours. Okay. Getting testers and feedback is always hard for personal projects. Oh god, yes it is. I mean, I can handle needing to wait, but when I feel like all I'm doing is waiting and waiting and waiting, it kind of sucks. And I've also been doing a lot more research into marketing, and I do have a marketing strategy. I just need to get sufficient feedback so I can refine my product. So, till then, I've been getting a lot of requests for, like, e-commerce and interviews, and I'm like, well, I don't have anything right now to show you. I've worked in e-commerce before. I know how to do it all. So, it kind of inspired me to start thinking in other lines. Index. You'll see. Oh, that meets the eye. Stripe is what I'm going to try to set up myself. I've used it before, but as a team, and they did most of the work. Well, if you need any code to borrow in order to leverage Stripe, let me know, and I'm more than happy to share that with you. Presuming that you are working with PHP. So this is what it's going to be important. Alright, that will make things easier. So, how much of this can I replicate? I tend to not use PHP these days. All JS stuff, I might set up a bunch of different backends, but that's next year me's problem. That's understandable. Now, I've played around with Stripe's JS side of things, but it doesn't feel as secure in my mind, so I tend to prefer in PHP. I need to put in the type. Struts. So, dice will probably be the easiest. So we're going to need to break it up into two sections, so it seems. Actually, breaking it out into a proper component might be a much better way. The 20 service component. With Node.js backend and React.js frontend. Understandable. I mean, I had to do some weird wizardry to get Node.js to work with my VueJs, but I mean, it works. I feel like it shouldn't work, but it works. I don't know how it works, but it works. The fact, well, I know how it works, but the fact that I came up with a solution that I did. Alright, we're going to need a section for campaigns, characters, images, dice roller. And when it comes to props, we're going to just have it saved as params. Import D20 service component from. Feel like this needs to go back 1, 2 components slash D20 service components. 20 service. All right. Alrighty, so these are going to be the 4 types. Params.type equals for all right. Alrighty. So we're going to need a table R. All right, dice type. How many? Roll results. Actually, no. I could have a separate section. Div class row. So then we're going to pop this over here. Size, quantity, roll. Alrighty. And size, quantity. Not span I want, it's not paragraph. I'll just do div for now. There's something that I could do for that. Let's see, let's see. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 100. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6. 100. D20. D12. D10. D8. D6. D4. Let's see. Beam model. At the same time. Sorry, I was AFK right after I sent that last message. Oh, that's perfectly fine, my dude. For now, I'm just working on building out some dice. Because God knows we need custom dice. Oh. Oh. Oops. Quantity. Well, I just noticed a bug in your stream layout. Can't you see it? Let's see. Let's see if I can see it. Nope. I don't see it. My resub is listed twice. Ah! Yeah, that can't be helped. All I can really say, if anyone asks, I'll just say that you are a huge fan or something. Or something, I don't know. I'm just trying to roll with it, you know? So, we're going to be needing it for size and quantity. 100, 20, 12, 10, 8, 6. Okay, it doesn't like that for whatever reason. Alright, let's quickly reload that. Can't believe that it would list it twice. I mean, that's a thing. Oh well. Did not want to play? Oh boy. Yeah, man. I doesn't want to be moody. Alright. Doesn't want to be moody anymore, so I'll take it. Alright. It fixed. Hoorah. There's quantity custom. Size custom. I know why. Because when I hit resub, there's a notification. Then I had a resub message that wouldn't go away, so I finally sent it when I joined today. Picks up both notifications for some reason. I mean, I guess that would be on Twitch to go ahead and fix. I mean, I can't fix that. Well, I guess I could go into Stream Elements and forcefully remove it, but meh. Let's go ahead and grab that. All right, there we go. What the heck? I have no idea what the heck cache nest is. Well, it's not a big deal. Main job right now is testing, so see something, say something is part of me now. when it comes to odd things like that. Yeah, I always appreciate people having a good eye. It helps me. So, what we can definitely depend on when it rolls the dice. Yeah, that will do, I guess. Ugh. Alright. Let's see. And now that we have that, we're going to be able to roll the dice, no problem. See if there's anything that it complains about. Command-R 777 storage. View. Ah. Hello, Zingland. Just looking at products somehow. Okay. Pages, site, products. Component. There we go. Or whatever. Why is it known as a form component then? Oh. I see my mistake. Let's see. Any immediate errors? Looks like it's all there. Let's take a closer look. Alright. Alternative. Let's just keep that as it is. Alright. Go ahead. Let's see if they all show inside of here then. Then I can add tab ID. This view tab equals ID. View tab null. if you haven't noticed, I'm not the normally person I think you should be going for on your stream. I'm here for some light chat, music, and some what the fuck moments. Hearing others have problems somehow helps my what the fuck moments when sending back the same code for the same bug 4 times. Nah, I totally get that. I am very empathetic towards that kind of thing. Because it's a real struggle, especially if you feel like that you're kind of going it alone. Alright, let's see if it's even loading properly. I mean, the struggle, it really is taxing at times. Good news, it's showing. Alright, so params. I put it as lowercase. It's type sensitive. Oh my god. It's type sensitive. Or case sensitive. Ah. 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 Alright. AFK. Sounds good. See you in a moment. Yeah, that'll do. believe there's a table striped. That's always a default that I like. Table hover. I like my visual guides. There we go. Well, at least it's tighter looking. All right. Oh. It's not quantity I need to roll. It's size. Size, quantity. So, is it just not going into this for loop? That's the only explanation I have in mind. Correct, it's not going into the for loop. But what if I were to make it like 5? So the total. Alrighty. So, somewhat on the right path. What that implies is that it only does it once. Ah. For I equals 0. I is less than quantity. I plus plus. So roll. I equals 0. So if I were to So what that is implying right there is that there is no way to get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means plus 1. Alright. Weird, but okay. These are not generous dice. Alright, we should probably have it reversed. Little too much. That's not bad. There we go. There we go. Ah, really, really warm headset right now. Like, really weird how warm it is. All right. Little short. So this is where we're going to be needing something else. So this is where H3. This is where we're going to need an area for a character list. Yeah, I can actually borrow this. So. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break because man's got to do things, so be right back. Alright. Oh my gosh. Twitch has just got back to me about my other hacked account. Only 2 months! Ura! Maladits! It's a very good day that they finally got back to you. Alright. It's an automated reply asking for me to confirm that the account is mine. Yes? It is mine? Please? Believe me? No? Holy smokes, my voice is cracking! Okay, apparently as soon as I try to get it to crack, it stops. Excellent. Alright. 5e character sheet. Your username, your current IP from Link Twitch TV, what is my IP, your birth date, invoice IDs for recent purchases made on the site, such as channel subscriptions or Twitch Turbo. If applicable, what is the email address on the account? Note, all this information must be provided in order for us to continue processing your request. Best wishes, Twitch support. That is the most useful of useful messages. You should, like, send them a thank you. Like, gift card. Like, all bow wrapped, but it's, like, way too overly wrapped. Most of this was changed, and they have been doing it for, like, 6 months. Oof. I mean, I recognize that I always say oof in regards to such things, but... Oof? That's the exact opposite direction I wanted you to go. Lola, what do you think you're doing? Any chance you have information from before the 6 months? Or do you have a habit of deleting everything? What are you doing, Lola? The email doesn't have anything in it for Twitch. Guess I deleted it all. Not even in your trash bin? acrobatics. Didn't seem like I would need subscribe notifications. It's Hotmail. They empty trash automatically. Internal screaming intensifies. There's not a lot of things that I would internally scream about, but that is pretty up there. Never true love. Sorted stats. Alrighty. Hmm. Getting emails. All right. Looks like I need to respond to an email. Over for Ugh. Age, height, weight, eyes, skin, hair. Note to self. All right. Five E. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay.
Would you help me to find a new way? Would you guide me through all of this again? Don't let me slip away. I need you
No.
to the very end. So stay here with me. The soul
No. It's gone. Oh well. Well, I can always just pop it open. Views.
You taught me to live each day, to live each day like it's my last. I won't make you turn away. So come with me and never look back. Through all that we've been through, you are still by my side. I'm grateful you're there, and
Stop. Be right back. I'm getting a call. Hello, you have Jacob. Hey, how are you doing? Yes, I actually responded yesterday. I got 2 emails, 1/2 interview process, and then a right to represent. I figured the right to represent was the second one. I see only one file, and it's a PDF, a pre-interview guide. And it didn't have anything for, it didn't have any place to fill out questions, so. Alrighty, yeah, I'm looking at what I have right now. Maybe there was supposed to be a 2/2. Alright, sounds good. Thank you. It's a job opportunity. Sometimes things don't get sent, or things are not clear. I got a guide, but apparently the guy forgot to send over something for me to fill out, so. So, sheet view. So, these are a bunch of stats for me to consider. So when it comes to a campaign, and when we're actually in a view, let's see. The campaign is going to be for overlay. That's going to be very important. Characters. That will make things easier, I suppose. RP, combat. I had a lot of that for all the tech job offers I have got. It's life. And I just accept that some things are a little hard to go ahead and pull off in sending, or some things just get lost in the mix. Not something to stress out about. Okay. That's on. So, DJ, would you like to actually know the kind of possibly crazy idea I have for that might be a fun collab project? And I wanted to be able to swing it by you because I don't know. I think I have a crazy idea, but it's a crazy idea that just might work. So, let me just go ahead and change the music to something a little more chill. If it wants to load. Alrighty. So, there are a multitude of creatives out there. May they be programmers, writers, artists, video editors, and so on and so forth. And they all are able to go ahead and create rather incredible things. And independently, we can show off our individual items, but we can never really leverage each other's skills. And I was thinking, how do we go ahead and get around that? Because you know what? I'm an amazing programmer. Well, I like to believe I'm amazing, but I'm not exactly a great artist. And I'm not exactly the best wordsmith. But why not go ahead and find out other people who are amazing writers, image modifiers, artists, videographers, writers, and bring them all together. I have a hobby, Dungeons and Dragons, and I am a massive aficionado of Dungeons and Dragons, if you don't know. I am like ridiculously passionate about it. Like, I have maps and all that fun stuff. And I was thinking of being able to leverage that to be able to go ahead and create a stream where people who... so that we could all leverage each other's skills. So that we can go ahead and build an awesome, all-around set of products and services so that we are able to basically showcase our skills while taking the advantage of each of our skills, while at the same time being able to demonstrate we can work in a team. What are your thoughts on that? Someone I saw an app trading work for other work, skill trading. Can't think of where it was. Yeah, there's plenty of apps for that, but I was thinking of leveraging my hobby because guess what? There are a lot of artists out there that aren't exactly the best programmers. But if I could find a way to integrate them into something like this, they can take advantage of they could take advantage of my programming skills while I can take advantage of their artistic skills. And on top of that, being able to go ahead and stream it and share our passion for it is being able to create a high-end product or service that would ultimately be not only fun and engaging, but make it attractive at a whole new level, as opposed to just typically a bunch of friends coming together. Skill trading 2.0, pretty much. Basically, everyone sharing in a hobby and putting their hobby to work in their skills into this given hobby. It's an idea I've been playing around with. Because, I mean, I've always played Dungeons and Dragons with people that I am good friends with them, and I love the people that I play D&D with. But if I can find a way to leverage it to showcase skills and demonstrate teamwork, and at the same time bring all of us up at the same time. It's just an idea. And might be the kind of thing where I go ahead and do this with other streamers so that, you know what, it's a kind of a collab. It's a crazy idea, in my mind. But I think it's a crazy idea that could work. And on top of that, like being able to cultivate all of these things and share it with the public, well, would make it even a little bit better. I don't know. Just something that would be fun in my mind. Anyways. I guess you could call it skill trading 2.0. I was thinking of, I would look into other systems out there, improve on their systems. Oh, naturally improve on their existing systems. I'm just thinking in terms of, I lack certain skills and I would enjoy working with other people in those skills and improve on it. I don't know. Okay. Use characters. Just an idea. I was here being trading graphics and graphics being traded for code. I always hear code being traded for graphics and graphics being traded for code. Yeah. One of the biggest problems I have, like, with my site is the fact that I'm still waiting on my friend to go ahead and get certain graphics to me. Like, these aren't the most attractive graphics, but it's what I could make in 5 seconds. And I still don't have any graphics for up here, and he hasn't gotten back to me with other things, which is a major problem. But he's also not an artist, which is okay. But if I can go ahead and put something together where people would be invested in it and have fun doing it, I don't know. I guess it's a matter of how I market the idea. Not very artistic or... Oh. Be right back. Hello. Hey, how are you doing? Alrighty. Had to go ahead and take care of a phone call. Looks like I had it right the first time. Turn my audio. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Oh, no. This is not what I have in mind in terms of, like, skill exchange. No, I'm not saying trade one skill for another. I'm talking about a collab project. The idea of the collab project is that Dungeons and Dragons, we all play together, but what we go ahead and do is that we put together, for example, I'll put together the website. And someone who is a very good artist will go ahead and create images for the campaign. And a videographer will be able to go ahead and put together interesting, high-quality videos. And on top of that, someone who is good at writing will be able to go ahead and write out journals for the adventure and write out content for the site. The entire idea is oriented around all of us never stepping on each other's toes, but since we're all leveraging each other's skills, we can demonstrate not only teamwork, but ultimately build a high quality portfolio that we all share and all would be excited to be on. And bonus points, if we're all already streamers, like I already stream and all that fun stuff, we would be able to demonstrate our skill set to the larger world and have a larger shared audience while still doing our own thing that is in support of it. It's an idea. Well, yeah, you kind of got a little stuck on the idea, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's mostly just inspired off of the fact that working with other people in the same field, guess what? It's easy to step on each other's toes, and it's easy to offend egos. Yes, making D&D adventures, but building side creative services around it. No. It's an entire campaign, but we'll be building a website surrounding it. That would be me, someone who would be creating like character profiles, images, interesting scenes. They'll go ahead and create a work of art, and people can go ahead and pay for it if they're interested in it, or they can show off how awesome they are in terms of certain skill sets. Videography, being able to put something together that is super exciting. Maybe someone who is good with music can make a soundtrack for the whole thing. My cousin might be into that. Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Here's a great leader, or whatever you call the man running it. The Dungeon Master. I typically play the role of a dungeon master, but if someone can do it better, I'm more than happy to go ahead and step to the side and say, hey, do it. Whoa, excuse me. All right. Yeah, he spends sometimes months planning one event. I play every single weekend, and when I'm playing a lot, I will actually build a number of events and usually have a nice loose collection, and I will mix and mash to see what might be fun together. And if something's really fun, I'll actually reuse it for other campaigns. Use what works, and sometimes be shocked when things don't work, because, you know what? Trying something new. Alright, hope to die. That time. So, what we're going to be needing is to go ahead and parse this out appropriately. He said it's really hard because it's all about having each person, and if one person can't make it, it's not the same. I found that the best way to play is to have a core group, but have people who can drop in and out. And so long as you have the core group, you are golden. Especially if they are your friends and you love them to death. Like the core group that I have on my Saturdays is pretty awesome. But I do get now how it makes work as a good demo of teamwork. Yeah, that's my biggest problem. No one can really deny my skill, but people go ahead and say, can you work in a team? I can. Alrighty. Is there a way to make the list horizontal? If it can be horizontal, I'll be happy. Doesn't look like it. Well. Nope. I got this job partly because of my World of Warcraft experience. Really? How did that play out? Though, believe it or not, I've never played World of Warcraft. Ever. Guildmaster, Lootmaster made in-game apps and web API audio app that made sure the raid group was ready for raiding and fully gem and enchanted. And for some classes, having the soft, hard stat caps. Wow. So you really had to really think it through. That's really cool. So this is only a problem because of that. It should be set character. So we're going to need a JSON. Character.json. There we go. I did this before there was paid websites that do this stuff now. Hey, if no one else is going to do it, you got to do it yourself. Alrighty. Attributes. Strength. 8. But what I'm also kind of trying to... Ah! Sachin! Always, every time. What I'm also kind of building out is a way to make it easier for people to kind of get into streaming their online games. Kind of silly in a way, but what are you going to do? Skill proficiency. There's reason why there are tons of services to make Twitch UIs. Money. Alrighty, so we're not going to be needing this. Saving through proficiency. Saving throw proficiency. Animal handling. Got well soon. Come on. Saving throw proficiency. Bonus. Okay. Don't need that open. We already have that. We already have that. Every time. Alrighty. Lola. Czym zajmujesz się? Running around just being weird? Alright. Darn it. Come on. Choice of setting defaults. Let's see. Don't need that. Alrighty. Currency. Items. Equipped. I almost didn't get this job because of the web app I made for a while, because it used raw PHP, and they are all about frameworks. Oof. Big oof. I can definitely see why some people might go, maybe. I'm actually curious. What's heavier? Lead or gold? Gold is much heavier than lead. Huh. It was a one-page thing, and it was before I went to school and learned that frameworks were a thing. Yeah, I actually only got the opportunity to code in frameworks or learn about frameworks courtesy of a job, and I just kind of decided one day, I'll make my own framework. And then someone was like, Laravel? And then I was like, wow, this changes everything. So it would be a spells list. I've used Laravel before, but it was only for 2 projects and a couple labs learning it. I personally love Laravel, but it is built off of the Symfony framework. So if you like Laravel but feel like it's a little heavy, I would recommend Symfony. Symfony would be very good. And Symfony actually brags and boasts on the idea of build frameworks out of us. We will love you forever if you do. And I believe that Laravel also leverages Doctrine ORM, or something similar to Doctrine ORM. Because when I was digging around the other day, I found that was very similar to Eloquent, and it seemed a little redundant in what I do, so Laravel, here I am.
Hey, what's up guys, Walter Bear here. I just want to say thanks for the support. Commander, did you take that?
Let's see. There we go. So the equipment is taken care of. Proficiencies. No, I need the proficiency level. Saving throw proficiency, saving throw bonus, skill proficiency, skill bonus. You can hack GitHub history? Oh no, you're serious? You're kidding. right there. Oh no. I have to see it. A million commits. Oh no. Password protect your GitHubs. Oh man. Oh man. That is so black hat and awesome. Oh god. That is kind of awesome. Let's see. What else do we have? So, we're going to need at least one OID. On top of order ID, we're going to need image. I think I'm going to try it out with a blank repo later to see what it looks like. I mean, it definitely is one way to go about it, but I mean, without it seeming too sketch, I would probably want to go ahead and try just create a job to do that. Can just blow the repo away after. I don't know, it might be a fun way to show to potential job recruiters, hey, you know what? I know how to go ahead and mess with GitHub. Frame. On top of frame. Background. I hope. I don't know. I mean, you're free to go ahead and kind of do a show of the fact that, hey, I can do this and I'm going to be honest about it. All right. So, thing is, there's some randomness in it. And because there's some randomness in it, alrighty. Let's see. Exhaustion level. Gosh darn it. It only lets me do it one time. It's because it saves every time it thinks you're leaving. Which is annoying. But it can't be helped. Iconic sketcher. Shogunai. I think that's what it said. I know what it translates as, so there's that, I guess. There we go. So, if we have that. Since we have that, skill proficiency, skill bonus. Because that will happen once in a while. Ow. So, backstory, we have spells, we have equipment for what is equipped. Features and traits. Don't know if it's default or not. Let's see. Allies and organizations. Alrighty. There we go. So now that we have all of that, what's going on? Oh, I put a reminder to tell me to eat, but I actually had such a ridiculously large supper last night that I'm not even all that hungry. Alrighty, so I think that takes care of everything. Stations default. I have had to do that before. Big thing is always have a water bottle near you. Would this qualify? I hope so. Too small. Okay. Too small. I mean, that was the biggest that they had at Walmart in terms of glass containers. So, yeah. How long have I been at this? About 3 hours. Alright. I don't need you open, so I can close you away. But yeah, always have water. Always stay hydrated. Thing is, if I don't have immediate water near me, I'm just going to forget to drink water. And it also prevents me from overeating. Sometimes. Time for a stretch. Yep. It's almost time for a stretch. And I've made some amount of progress on what I want to do. I might go ahead and see if I can find people who might be interested in my project or collab idea. And I also need to prepare things. Products component. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like it comes out. A lot of people think they are hungry, but they really are just thirsty. Yep. That describes me pretty well. But yeah. The fact that this came out as decently as it did, honestly, I was not expecting it to work the first time around. So, that was kind of a pleasant surprise. So, the next part is to go ahead and build out the form. And when I build out the form, I'll be able to go ahead and start doing some stuff in that regards. Might be able to collaborate with one of my other friends. I don't know, I have a small list of people I can reach out to. I don't know. I'll mull it over. But, yeah. I should probably go ahead, stretch, take care of a couple of professional details, and try to see if I can garner some interest. So, till next time, I might be on later. I don't know. Kind of depends how I feel. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging.